Darkness. Only a faint white light remains. Shadows crawl across the walls, and a young man, Alex, slowly opens his eyes. His hands are tied to a cold metal chair, breathing fast, fear trembling inside him. Who's there? No answer, only silence. In front of him, a mirror. Someone might be watching from the other side. Then a voice echoes through the speaker. Calm, synthetic, emotionless. Good morning, Alex. Welcome back. Alex frowns. Back. When did I ever leave? The voice fades away. A table slides in front of him. On it lies a small box and a note that reads, "Open me when you're ready." The restraints click open. Alex hesitates, his hands trembling as he lifts the box lid. Inside, a small glass device. He places it gently on his forehead, and suddenly, the world bends. The walls twist. Images float in the air. His childhood, his father, and a woman. A face he can't remember. Then the voice returns. You volunteered for this, Alex. You wanted to erase the pain. Alex screams. What pain? What did I do? The light grows brighter. His tears fall, and time freezes. Behind the glass, a woman appears, wearing a white coat, her eyes cold and empty. We're close, she says. Just one more test. Alex stops breathing. The room seals shut. Machines fall silent. Only his heartbeat remains. And then he remembers. This isn't the first test. It's the cycle of coming back. The light flickers again. Alex wakes up in the same chair, but the room feels smaller. The walls breathe. The air feels heavy, like someone is inside his lungs. He whispers, "Where am I?" A screen turns on in front of him. On it, his own face, but the man in the video is smiling. The voice returns, calm, confident. "Hello again, Alex." "You're doing great," Alex screams. "No, stop calling me that. I'm not your experiment." The voice ignores his panic. "Tell me, do you remember your father?" Suddenly, the room melts into another world. He's standing in a small living room. A Christmas tree blinks in the corner. A man, his father, is sitting there, watching an old movie. Alex whispers, "Dad." The man turns slowly, but his eyes are empty, like glass. He speaks in a soft, robotic tone. "You left me, Alex." The ground shakes. The screen flashes red. His father's voice repeats, "You left me, Alex. You left me." Alex covers his ears, screaming, "Stop." The illusion shatters. The room turns white again. The woman in the lab coat appears behind the glass. She looks concerned. "He's remembering too much," she says to someone off screen. "If he breaks the loop, the experiment collapses." Another voice, male, deeper, replies, "Let him. Maybe that's what we need." Alex stands up. The restraints are gone. He looks at the mirror, and his reflection doesn't move. Instead, it smiles. The reflection speaks. "You're not Alex. You're the one who created me." Alex steps back in horror. No, that's not true." The mirror flickers, and now both of them are standing face to face. Identical. One real, one not. The reflection says softly, "You built this prison to erase your own guilt. You tested on yourself." Alex's hands shake. He drops to his knees. "I wanted to forget. I wanted peace." The reflection kneels too, whispering, "Then let me help you forget again." The lights flicker violently. The sound of a heartbeat fills the room. Then, black, silence. Only the sound of slow breathing. Alex opens his eyes again. But this time, there's no chair, no walls, just an endless white space. He whispers, "Is this the end?" A faint echo answers, "There's no end, Alex. Only loops." He turns around. His reflection stands behind him, calm, confident, almost human now. Alex steps closer. Why are you still here? The reflection smiles faintly. Because you still remember. A flash, and memories flood back. The lab, the scientists, the endless experiments, the guilt he tried to erase. He sees himself injecting a chip into his own head. The voice of the woman scientist echoes, "If you forget, we can begin again." He falls to his knees, whispers, trembling, "I created this to erase my pain, but it became my prison." The reflection kneels beside him. Pain is the only thing keeping you real. The space around them begins to crack, like glass breaking in slow motion. Fragments of his past swirl around. His father, his childhood, the experiments, all collapsing into light. The reflection holds out its hand. "End it, Alex." "Break the loop." Alex looks up, tears in his eyes. "If I end it, what happens to you?" The reflection smiles. "I was never real." Alex stands. He takes a deep breath and walks forward, straight into the reflection. The two merge. A blinding flash erupts, and everything dissolves into silence. Moments later, we see the lab again. Monitors flashing red, scientists shouting. His vitals are dropping. "Pull him out." But the woman in the coat whispers softly, "No, let him go." The screens flatline, then fade to black. A single message appears on the monitor. Experiment number 47. Terminated. Silence returns until a faint heartbeat begins again. And somewhere in the white void, Alex opens his eyes, whispering, "Where am I?" Loop begins again.